residents in the 2300 block of Cass Lake Road in Keego Harbor. Officers were met by a relative who had concern for the residents. Officers entered the home and located 4 deceased victims in what appears to be a family situation, murder-suicide. There is no danger to the community. The suspected perpetrator of this tragedy has been accounted for. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and to the friends of the victims. The Keego Harbor Police Department is continuing their investigation into this incident. If you are aware of any information that could help us out, we'd like you to contact us at 248-682-3030 or email that information to Detective Barnes at barnes@khpd.org.
Martin, one of the most difficult things to talk about is mental illness and the effects of mental illness, how it can affect people like Jehovah's Witnesses coming out of the Watchtower. I just want to give you a disclaimer. I am not a medically trained counsellor. I am not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I am not anything apart from an ex-Jehovah's Witness. Just thought we'd talk about it and deal with it. If we can deal with it, we talk about it. We see the big picture of the lady here. Who whole family was shunned. Shunning can be something very difficult and can cause mental problems. That young lady shot her kids and her husband and the dog and all her family because she was being shunned by her relatives. Obviously, suicide in the witnesses is not only through shunning. We see this picture here of this lady's daughter had been committed suicide. People have committed suicide because they found out that they're gay or they're lesbians. And the Watchtower won't accept that. And so they have committed suicide. And we've seen some sad, very sad stories of mental illness and the Watchtower not helping these people that are in need. And so yes, we can speak to ex-witnesses that can give us help and support, but it is not for them to tell us what we believe, whether we believe in evolution or whether we believe in God. The most important thing is that we get support, that there are people that are there who may have experienced the same thing, that are more mature, that can help you from stopping you from committing suicide. To know that the Watchtower teaches us as if we are hateful people. If we were hateful people, why would we be talking about mental illness? Because the Watchtower doesn't want to help people. That's why they're killing themselves. Mental illness is not funny. I suffer from mental illness. I'm on depression tablets. That's health and coming out of this cult. And so sometimes suicide you can feel like not human, scary. Maybe The feeling of, are you going to do it? Are you losing control? A feeling of nothing. A frightening kind of feeling. That's why you need a doctor, a psychiatrist, which the Watchtower wouldn't want people to do. A counsellor that is not going to tell you what you should believe, but to help you come back to reality, because we've been brainwashed in this cult that has created mental illness in people through its fear and indoctrination. So when you look at the experiences, we are all in the same boat, and we should all help one another so that we don't get to this desperate state that these people have had, sadly. I am no medical expert. I am no counsellor. I'm just saying, we understand we're here to help. It doesn't mean we have all the answers. But we don't want this to happen. And that shows that we care. Because the Watchtower is the one that will be blood guilty of causing the lives of these innocent people. And don't say that in bitterness, say that in truth. It's a difficult subject to talk about. I don't have the answers. I am not medically trained in anything. I'm